first shot of the movie, you have one shot of making us believe that you could be a cowboy.
Yeah.
And John knows that, and he knows that the first shot when you rise up, it has to be this. Was there pressure on this day?
No.
No?
I don't think about those things. You know, I just kind of, you know, I never give it those a second thought. You just kind of get, you know, you play the reality of the situation and do your job acting. I'm not thinking about sort of the pressure of, you know, work is pressure itself. So you just sort of like, you don't think about those things.
No, because I'm saying that because it works. I mean,
It does work. Good.
in like
No, that's
10
great.
seconds we forget that
And
you were
obviously
James
I
Bond.
was thinking about it.
We even forget that you were British.
Great, good. That was the plan. That was the plan.
This is you said earlier that you wanted to be a cowboy. Why? I mean, do you have like references in westerns?
No, I mean, you know, I grew up watching them. I mean, they were still being made when I was a kid, just about. But you know, the Sergio Leone westerns. I kind of grew up with Clint Eastwood, and that sort of classic. I mean, I prefer those, I think, to the earlier westerns, probably to the sort of Hollywood westerns. I think maybe because I'm European, but then later westerns, the political westerns with Dustin Hoffman, like in Little Big Man, is one of my favorites. You know, it's a beautiful movie. So it's I played cowboys and Indians when I was a kid, and I just, you know, I read Lucky Luke, and you know, it was sort of.
You read Lucky Luke?
Yeah, I did. That's why I wanted to get a roll up in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a reference to
Yeah,
Lucky
it's a
Luke.
Lucky Luke, yeah.
There's something also is that John treated the movie as a real western. I mean, there's aliens and there's spaceship and stuff like that, but it could be art. I mean, it could be.
No, that was really what I really got intrigued about when I spoke to him and sat down with him and with Bob Orsi and Alex Kurtzman. They were saying, no, we want to make it really authentic. We want to make it look like a western, feel like a western, so that hopefully people believe it as much as possible. So when the aliens land, they're in the story.
And it really works. This is the thing. It's also that he shot it like a western. I mean, every shot is really wide. We are in the.
We shot it anamorphically, which was very important, I thought, to get the scenery in. It is genuinely a character in the film, and you have to have it. It's the language of westerns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And thank God it's not 3D.
Yeah.
The thing is that you
we'd
lose
still
everything.
be there.
Is that would you say that coming back to the kind of roots of American cinema in the movie we've seen now? I mean, some movie like Super 8 is coming back to the 80s and Spielberg's roots. Do you feel that American movies need that now?
I think movies themselves always should be readdressing and should be questioning and sort of looking for sort of new it should never get stuck in just a business. I mean, I know this is a business and I'm part of it, and it's a money-making business. But if it gets stuck in just about making money, then it becomes staid and it becomes boring. And so, you know, when a project like this comes along, where people are going, no, we're going to take a risk here. We're going to make it into something that I kind of get very attracted to it. It's it makes movie going exciting again, you know, and it has to be. Otherwise, you've got to get people out of their houses and into a cinema, because Harrison and I were talking about this yesterday. It's like, you know, that there's no other experience like it. It's a collective experience with strangers where you kind of experience the same thing together, and it's nothing beats it.
When you were on the set of Dragon Tattoos and you have to put back a glass on the table for the 73rd time because David didn't like that, did you go back to the set in your mind to the set of this one?
I miss being on a horse sometimes when we're in very cold Sweden. But everybody's talked to me about this whole thing about David's long takes. I mean, it's long takes and many takes. I don't count. I mean, I really don't bother counting. And you know what? If we get it right, that's all I care about. So I could do it over. I will do it over and over and over and over again until we get it right.
Will Dragon Tattoo be as good as we expect? And I expect a lot.
Yes. Best way to answer that.
What's your plan for the future? Do you have like a career plan or stuff like that?
I've never had a career plan.
Really?
Never. No. Although weirdly, you know, the next couple of years may be mapped out. I mean, if this does well, maybe we'll do another one of these, which would be fantastic. But that's, you know, and if Dragon Tattoo does well, then there's another 2 books to do. So, you know, maybe I've got, for the first time in my life, maybe I can sort of plan my holidays, which I've never been able to do.
So you have 10 years full now.
No,
2 more Dragon Tattoos and
maybe we'll see.
25 of this one.
Yes, yeah. That'd be fun.